Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Amanita, and you are watching Mushroom Fairy Tarot. So excited to have you here today. I am here with another Pick a Card tarot reading, and today we are going to be asking the question. Hold on, I forgot it for a second. Should you stay or should you move on? So, quick disclaimer. As I say in every single reading I do, you always have free will. I just wanted to make sure to put that disclaimer out here at the beginning because, I hope that this video can serve as guidance for your intuition. Don't just do what I say just because I say in this video what you should do. um, do what feels best for you and for your situation and with whomever is involved. So now that I have this disclaimer out of the way, we can go ahead and choose your groups. So I have 3 different groups for you today, as usual. Group number 1 is represented by this clear quartz heart. I don't know why I have dust on my finger. Okay, I hope that was in focus. Card number 2 is represented by this tiger's eye heart. And group number 3 is represented by this amethyst heart. Okay. So take your time. You can pause the video, take a few deep breaths, really center yourself. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and choose your group. I have timestamps down below for each group. So yeah, I'll see you there. Bye. Hello, pile number 1, or everyone that chose the clear quartz heart. This is going to be a reading. So how we're going to start off is with an energy check to see the energy of you, the energy of your person, and then the energy of your connection. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. Quick disclaimer. So for the energy check, if you find that you resonate with both the energy of you and of your person, that just means that you two are mirroring. That's totally normal and fine. If you find that you resonate with neither the energy of you or your person, that means that this probably isn't your pile, and I would choose a different pile. And if you find that the energies are flip flopped, like you resonate more with your person's energy and your person resonates more with your energy, then I would keep reading or keep watching to see if anything else resonates for you and your situation. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So for your energy, we have the 6 of dandelions or the 6 of swords in reversed. For your person's energy, we have the star upright. And for the energy of the connection, we have 36 abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. So I'm going to start off with this energy. So we have 36 here, so that could be a relevant number for you. Also, 3 and 6 add to 9, so 9 could be a relevant number for you. Yeah, 9 is also can also talk about like the endings of cycles. So maybe you're ending a cycle of some sort. Also, this is a yellow card, so it is representing the solar plexus. So maybe you are trying to connect more with your solar plexus. Maybe you are that's something that you should start to connect more with if you haven't already. And your solar plexus is all about your sense of self. So in terms of this connection, maybe you feel like you can be your authentic self in this connection. Maybe you feel very safe. We also have these butterflies, which once again, transformation, water, maybe you or your person is a water sign or an earth sign. I feel like this card is very earthy as well. But in terms of the message abundance and this connection, I think that kind of speaks for itself, in that maybe this connection has been very abundant. Maybe you've done a lot of stuff together. You have a long history with this person, or you perceive that you could have a long history with this person, depending on how things play out. But in general, this seems like a pretty abundant connection, or just like a very fulfilling connection, a very fulfilling experience that you've had with this person. Or if that's not the case, then maybe both of you in your own respects feel very abundant at this time. You know, this is, I'm just telling you what I see. It's up to you to kind of parse out the details and the semantics for what fits best with you and your person. Speaking of which, oh my God, cannot pick up the card. So we have the Six of Dandelions as your energy. So what I'm getting is that I think that you are trying to enter a new state of mind. Maybe you're trying to be more positive. Maybe you are trying to, connect with your authentic self more. But I think you are experiencing some delays or some hiccups along the road of trying to transition into this new phase. And those hiccups, those road bumps, the blockage, it could be because of this person, which is why you're here, because of this relationship. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, for you, it just seems like you really want to move on and be in a better place mentally. But I think you're just struggling a little bit with getting there. And I just want to remind you that if that is the case, healing and transitioning is not linear. It takes time. You know, it's not going to be a straight path from point A to point B. Sometimes you're going to make detours and seem like you're going in circles. As long as you don't give up and you keep trying and you keep looking for clarity, you'll get there. And then your person is being represented by the star, which I think this is really interesting. I think your person may see themselves as a star, or maybe they are just they're having a very abundant time in their life. Maybe you see them as a star, which means maybe they're a bit out of reach, whatever that could mean. Whether that mean this is like you guys are in separation, or the communication is a bit low between you two, or something else I'm getting is that maybe this person to you seems a bit too good to be true, or like a wish come true, which I think, though it can be a very beautiful thing, I think it can feel a little scary or a little daunting, because it's like, well, what if I get bamboozled? Like, this person seems really amazing, really awesome. This connection is really great, but what if I get bamboozled? Or what if it is too good to be true? So yeah, that's kind of the energy I get for your person. Like, I think that they are really great, but I do have this sense of like, it is this greatness that is causing a bit of the strain. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on that because I want to get into the tarot. So let's go ahead and hop on in. Hope you guys are having a good day. Just go ahead and focus in on your person as I shuffle. Okay. So let's first get a card to represent the past of this connection. What represents the past of pile one's connection with their person? What is the past of this connection? Okay, I'm going to take that card. I want to get one more. Whoa, okay. Oh, we got two more. Do I want to take these two? Okay, I'm going to take this one and not this one. I know, weird, but stick with me here. Bear with me. Okay, so this is going to represent the past, and then I am going to go ahead and pull the cards for the present as well. So let's get some cards to represent the present of this connection. Okay. Okay, too many. What is the present? What is happening in the present of this connection? Pile one's connection. What's happening in the present? Okay. Okay, we have the Magician. I can't tell if you want it to be reverse or upright. Let's see. Okay, reverse. And we'll hang there before we get into the future. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and then for the present we have the Magician reversed and the Seven of Cups. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Hello, pile number one. I am having a lot of trouble recording this video. My camera stopped recording, and then when I went to re-record it, my microphone stopped recording. So this is the third time I'm trying to finish your reading. We're gonna get through it. I'm gonna finish recording this. But I just want to let you know, in case I sound a little tired, it's because I've dealt with many technical difficulties. So, send a little light and positivity my way. So for your past energies, like I said, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So what I get from this is your past with this person, it was very emotionally fulfilling. I think, yeah, like your cup is full, you feel happy. I think there's a lot of romance there. I think, however, there was a lack of stability or commitment or foresight into the future. It kind of reminds me of like the whole like what are we kind of conversation. And if it's not that conversation exactly, it could just be like, what are we doing? Like what are our plans for the future? And so there's a yearning for this. I think the yearning is coming from your side in particular. But yeah, it seems like you have the emotions, you have the romance, but there was just a sort of lack of commitment or like future plans. And then for the present, I think that maybe you are feeling, or your person, one of you are feeling kind of at a bit of a crossroads about how to move forward, because I see here that you have all these cups, all these wonderful memories and emotions with this person, but I think there's a feeling of like not knowing what to manifest next in terms of this relationship. And I think that's probably why you're here at this reading, is to gain clarity about where to move forward. And when I originally recorded this, I had the Fool at the bottom of the deck, which told me that you will get the answers that you seek and you will be able to move forward confidently. I think it's just going to be a bit of a process to get there, because you do have all these beautiful cups, all these wonderful emotions and dreams and hopes and memories with this person. I think that there's just a bit of confusion about what to choose, which way to go, what to manifest next. And so next, I chose some cards about possible future outcomes. So for your possible outcome, if you decide to stay, is the Empress and the Five of Cups reverse. So this tells me that if you decide to stay with this person, you will experience a lot of emotional fulfillment. I think that you might still there like it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. I think you're still going to yearn for the stability that you want, um and that you aren't really getting in this connection, but I think you'll still recognize the romance and the emotion that you do have for each other. And I think that this person treats you really well with the Empress card. So I think you'll continue to feel like an empress. You'll be on your throne. You'll feel very regal and wonderful. But I think there will be like a part of you that will still yearn for this stability. But overall, I think you will be very happy. And I think you will continue to feel valued and loved by this person, which is great. That is good. And then if you choose to go, we have the World, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles upright. So you could be traveling with the World, or you could be moving, whether it be moving house or moving careers or something. Either way, there's going to be some kind of transition and movement to a new chapter. And I think that on the bright side, this new chapter will help you gain a lot of the stability that you want with the Eight of Pentacles. I think you'll really be working towards, being more financially stable, being more financially free. And I think you'll be very successful in achieving this. But I think you will feel a bit lonely. I think that this person has been a great source of community for you, whether they have been your only source of community or just a big part of your community. And I think that without them, I think you will feel a bit sad. You will feel a bit lonely. And so that kind of comes down to the fact that this really is your choice, and this really is up to your priorities. So like if you if it is a priority for you and important for you to have this romance and these emotions, then you should choose to stay. If you can do without the practicalities and like the future stability of this connection, that's completely fine and you should stay. However, if having, your pentacles, your coin, and a more stable and solid future and connection is extremely important to you, then I would consider moving on, so that you can focus on getting that stability. But I also want to say that you can have both. Like somewhere out there is a connection where you can have both romance and fun and emotions and all those things, and also have a stable future. So it's really up to you in terms of if you want to stay or if you want to go. And so lastly, I finished off your reading with some oracle cards for advice on moving forward. And we got it's up to you and get more information. So both of these cards pretty much just repeated what I already said, which is that it's up to you to decide what is important in a relationship for you right now and what isn't important. And I think in order to find out that answer, it's important for you to check in with yourself, meditate, journal, talk to a therapist, whatever you need to do to get that information on what are my priorities, what do I need right now out of a relationship, what can I do without, like what is a non-negotiable and what is not non-negotiable. I think that is extremely important for you at this time. But yeah, so that is your reading. We got through it. Both my camera and my microphone are still recording. So yeah, leave me a comment down below if this resonated. You can also leave me a like and a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like a personal reading to get more information about your spread, or any other question you may have, you can find that link down in the description. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, pile number 2, or anybody who chose the Tiger's Eye Heart. This is going to be your reading. So how this reading is going to work is we have a card to represent you, your person, and the overall energy of the connection. If you find that you resonate with both you and your person, then that just means you two are mirroring, which is fine and completely normal. If you find that you resonate with your person and your person resonates with you, that's also fine. I would just keep watching to see what else resonates. And if you find that you resonate with neither you or your person, then I would choose a different group, and see if you have any messages for you there. So let's go ahead and get started. So for your energy, we have the Queen of Mushrooms, or the Queen of Pentacles reverse. For your person's energy, we have the Hermit upright. And for your energy of the connection, we have the Crown chakra. I know I am part of Source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Okay, so I can already tell that this is a very spiritually inclined group, since we have the crown chakra. Perhaps you are really getting into spirituality lately. Maybe you're very much into manifestation and, all the spiritual things. Maybe right now you're working on just connecting more with your crown chakra, doing crown chakra meditations, or just trying to connect more with the divine and the spirit realm. If you aren't doing any of those things, then I would suggest you try it out. Try to tune more into your crown chakra. But I think in general, in terms of the energy of this connection, I think this is a very spiritual connection, even if your person isn't spiritual like you are. um I guess what I'm trying to say is that I feel like this is a very divinely guided and orchestrated connection. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. Okay. And we also have the number 26 here, so that could be relevant to you. And 2 and 6 add to 8. So the number 8 could be relevant to you. 8 can also talk about abundance. It can also mean like infinity, like infinite. So that's something that could be relevant to you right now. So let's start off with your energy. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, my eye was like itching. I've been having a time filming this reading in particular. Pile 1 had like a million and one technical difficulties. And then with this pile, my eye is like itching like crazy. I don't know what's going on. But we're just gonna keep trucking through this video. Um so yes, for your energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So I think I get this feeling like, um okay, right when I said that, I started to think of the song from Wicked, you know, Loathing. What is it called? Anyways, if you know Wicked, you know what I'm talking about. Um, I don't know why, it just, because of how I said that, made me think of Wicked. But I think that for your energy, you might feel like, I want to say you feel a little off your game right now. Which is kind of silly, but I just get this feeling of like, usually I think you're a very practical person. I think you're somebody who usually has all of your ducks in a row. I'm very much getting like Virgo energy from you. I'm also a Virgo, so I get it. Um, but yeah, I get this like, you're usually very much, very practical, usually have all your ducks in a row. You're usually very organized, or at least, your own version of organized. And I think right now you're feeling a bit off of your game, which would make sense because you are here in this video trying to find clarity. But yeah, like I feel like I don't think that it's like you're completely off of your game and you're like totally lost. I think that there's just a bit, you might just be feeling a bit disconnected from yourself. Maybe you don't feel as grounded. Maybe you feel, yeah, you just feel less grounded. You feel like less practical than usual, or like you can't organize your thoughts. You can't really organize your life like how you usually do, and you are trying to get that organization back, right? You're trying to get back on your game. And I think for your person, I mean, this is the Hermit, which is also Virgo. So maybe one or both of you guys are earth signs. um I think your person is, I mean, in hermit mode. Maybe they have kind of retreated from you or retreated from this connection. Um, and maybe, I don't know if that's something that they do often, like if this has been kind of like an off and on situation. We'll get more details in the tarot. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like this person has kind of backed themselves away from you or away from the connection. And maybe it is for like a higher purpose with the crown chakra. Maybe they're doing it so that they can gain better clarity and be able to listen to their own intuition more. I am not really sure, but I would like to think that's the case. um but for whatever the reason may be, I just feel like this person is, I don't think that this person is being very open with you right now, even if they are in your life. Like even if you're not in separation right now, I think that this person has just been very closed off and very much just in their own space and in their own energy, instead of, being very open and interactive with you. So let's go ahead and get some more information. Whoop. So we're gonna do some tarot. So if you want to just go ahead and focus on this person and this connection while I shuffle the cards. Do one more. Okay. So first, let's see the past of this connection. What is the past energy of this connection? Whoa. What is the past energy of this connection, Spirit? Okay. It's 2 cards. And then we're going to see the present energy of this connection. We're gonna shuffle. Let's get one more for the present energy of this connection. I like really have to sneeze. Okay, we have the devil came out, but we're gonna keep shuffling. Trying to just get one more card, but okay, they want us to take more than one, so we'll just do that. Okay, so let's pause there. So for the past of this connection, we have the 3 of Pentacles reverse and the 5 of Swords. So I think that the past of this connection has been a bit tumultuous. Like I always say, I never support or condone any kind of abuse, right? I always have to make sure I spelled that right. I don't condone any of that, anything dubious. But I think maybe, like I said earlier, this could have been something that was very off and on, hot and cold, or just like you never really knew where you stood with this person, or you never really knew like where this connection stood. Especially with the 3 of Pentacles reverse, usually that's about working together and like teamwork and community to help build something. But it seems like maybe you guys didn't really see eye to eye. And I think that this caused just like a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos, really. Okay, for the present of this connection, we have Five of Wands reverse, Page of Swords upright, and King of Cups. So I definitely believe that there has been a change, a shift in this connection for the better. I think that there's been a lot more like emotions being shared. I think there's been a lot better communication. And overall, I think that any of the like tension or chaos that existed in the past has kind of dissipated a little bit. But maybe I keep getting the feeling of like hot and cold. So maybe this is just like a moment, or you're wondering if this is just a moment, if it is it going to stay like this? Are things going to continue to get better? Are they going to go back to being kind of chaotic? Because I do get this feeling of like, I think you guys do care for one another in some kind of way. At least you care for one another to like speak to one another and be open with each other. But at the same time, I'm not really getting like a ton of romance or like romantic feelings. It feels more like, I don't know, it just feels like so many things are just in the air or like surface level. And like I know we have the King of Cups here and he's usually very deep and he does have very deep emotions, but like I don't feel like the King of Cups is really connecting with you. Whether the King of Cups represents you or the other person, I don't feel like a deep sense of connection here, but it also doesn't feel as chaotic. It seems like it's nice, like it's not as bad as it was, but it also isn't as good as it could be. Like I do feel like things could be better. Um but like I said, I will, give you guys your tens in saying that I think you've come a far way. And I think that the present state of this connection is a lot better than the past state of this connection. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna pull some cards for your possible future outcomes. So let's see, um, what's the possible outcome if pile two decides to stay with this person? Oh my gosh, I got a whole chunk of cards. Okay, what's the possible outcome? Pile two decides to stay. What is the possible outcome if pile two decides to go, decides to move on from this connection? Okay, T. Possible outcome. I need one more. Pile two decides to. Okay, this card wants to come out. Okay, so if you decide to stay, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles reverse. And if you decide to go, we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Move this down a little. I think they're in frame. So I think if you decide to stay, um, hmm. It's interesting. I like the energy is so back and forth, like, because this kind of tells me that things could get better, but I'm also not sure. Okay, we're gonna pull a clarifier for if you decide to stay. Okay, that's like a ton of cards. Judgment was on top though. It's again a million cards. I think this is just one card. Okay, Eight of Swords. So yeah, I think, okay, hear me out. I think that there is something better out there for you, that is better than this connection. It seems like yeah, I feel like there's something better out there for you, and I have a feeling that it's coming in with like the Knight of Pentacles, because at first I thought this Knight of Pentacles was this person, but I really don't think it is. I think that in this connection, like something about this connection just doesn't feel even to me. And I think that you might feel a little trapped. Either you already feel trapped or you will feel trapped. And I think that there's somebody better out there for you, because I mean, if you go in terms of possible outcomes, we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. And with this, I feel like that there's something so much more stable coming towards you, whether it be a person or just some kind of opportunity. I feel like there's something that wants your attention and is calling out for you. Maybe that's like why we have the crown chakra here. Because I don't think that this person or this opportunity is like in your life right now, or at least you don't recognize them as this new thing quite just yet. But I think it's calling out for you, and I think that it is worth it for you to move on, to open the door for this next opportunity or this new person. I'm not saying you should cheat. I do not condone cheating, but I'm saying that whatever you have going on with this hermit person, I think though, yes, maybe things are good right now, it doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. Like, I get this vibe of like when things are good, they're good, and when they're bad, they're bad. Once again, we are not talking about ABUSE, because we don't condone that and we don't tolerate that on this channel. But it's like, if things are so hot and cold, I don't see them smoothing out. I see you just continuing to feel trapped. And moreover, with this Eight of Swords, I think you already feel this way. I mean, you are on this video for a reason, and I think you might already feel a bit trapped. You might already feel a bit like, I mean, a bit off your game, like with the Queen of Pentacles. And so I think it's worth it for you to, hit pause with this person and explore what more is out there. I think it'll really, really be worth it for you. And I think that you'll discover, I think you'll be able to discover something truly beautiful. Yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like as well, like even as I was channeling, I wasn't really getting a lot of this person's energy. They're just so like, they're so far removed from you that it's like, at least energetically, that it's like, what is the point in holding on, even if things are like slightly better? I don't think that it's going to give long-term positivity, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense, but I think whatever is coming towards you is going to give you a lot more long-term stability and positivity. So let's go ahead and finish off with some Angel Oracle to see how you can move forward and what advice the angels have for you. too. I didn't realize. So we have recovery and forgiveness. Yeah, okay, so these are beautiful. I think the best way, if you do decide to move on from this person, because remember, you have free will, you don't have to do anything I say in this video. But I think if you do decide to move on, or even if you decide to stay, I think it is important to forgive whatever this chaos might have been or currently is. It's important to forgive so that you can move on. Even if you decide to stay with this person, you can't stay in a connection that that you hold resentment for, if that makes sense. Because that's just, it's not going to be healthy for you or the other person. You have to be able to forgive them. And yeah, and honestly, forgiveness is more so for you than it is for them. It's for you to be able to find peace and to recover so that you can move on to a new connection, or that so you can stay in this connection but move on to a different chapter in this connection. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I really hope that made sense. I feel like my channeling was a bit all over the place. I get very nervous when my channeling feels like that. So let me know down below if this resonated for you. You can also and give me a subscribe. You can also purchase a personal reading from me, and the link is in the description. But that's all I have for you today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, everyone who chose pile 3, or the amethyst heart. This is going to be a reading on if you should stay or move on. So what I have for you here is a card to represent your energy, your person's energy, and the energy of this connection. If you find that you resonate with both you and your person, that just means that you two are mirroring, which is totally normal and fine. If you find that the energies are flip-flopped, as in you resonate with your person and your person resonates with you, that's also fine. I would keep watching to see what else resonates for you. If you find that you resonate to neither you or your person, then I would choose a different pile. So let's go ahead and get started. So for your energy, I have the Tower. Your person's energy, I have the Eight of Dandelions or the Eight of Swords. And then you guys got an extra card to represent the energy of this connection. We have Flames of Wisdom Crone. I am open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. And Spirit Guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. So let's start with the energy of the connection. So we have Flames of Wisdom. This card represents the sacral chakra. So this could be a connection that is very in tune with the sacral chakra. Maybe it's a very passionate and fiery connection. There also is a lot of fire here, so maybe one or both of you are fire signs, or you have your moon sign is a fire sign. And we have 39 here, which could be a significant number for you, or 9 and 3 adds to 12, which adds to 3. So the number 3 could be relevant for you. Let's also talk about this one. So this card is blue, which is for the throat chakra, but it's also purple. So I would associate this also with the crown chakra. Number 25 could be important for you, or the number 7 could be important for you. So with these two cards, okay, so one of both of you could be could do divination or just be very in touch with the spirit realm, spirit guides, your ancestors, something like that. But I think in general, especially given you two, the energy of both of you, I think that this connection is very much being guided by the higher realms. I think it's being guided by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, by your angels. by the moon and, the natural elements, because I think that there's a lot unknown about this connection. I can already tell this is going to be a juicy reading, but I think that no matter what the outcome is, this connection is being carefully protected and guided by divine beings that watch over you both. And there's a lot about wisdom here too. So I think that, yes, your spirit guides, your divine beings have a lot of wisdom within them, but they're also an extension of you. And so you have a lot of wisdom, your person has a lot of wisdom, and it's really important to tap into that and realize that even if you're in the dark now or the path forward seems very unknown, you're always going to find your way because you have that innate wisdom within you. And so moving on to your energy, I can see that maybe something has happened recently that has completely transformed your life. It could be due to this connection. We'll see you later in the tarot, or it could just be other random life circumstances, but something that you've built up, something that you've been working towards has just completely come crumbling down. Or it feels like it's completely come crumbling down, and you don't know what to do. The Tower is a very scary card because it means that, something that we once put a lot of trust and faith and work into has completely crumbled before our eyes, and we don't know what to do next. But you can always rebuild. You can always make a new tower that is stronger and can withstand lightning better than the old tower. But either way, I do think that something that you have built up either in your mind or physically in your life has currently, in the recent past or whatever, has come crumbling down, and you're currently dealing with the emotions and the outcomes of that. And for your person, I think that kind of in a similar way to you, they're very much in the dark. I think they don't really know, they don't really know which direction to go or what to do next. I don't know what has triggered this feeling in them. I wish I knew, but all that I can really get from this card is that they're feeling a bit in the dark, but it is a self like a self-fulfilling prophecy or something. Like, they are the ones that put themselves in this situation to be in the dark and to be confused. um and I kind of feel like this is just a similar energy for both of you guys. I think both of you guys are feeling very much in the dark, very much confused, very much not sure which way to go, and what to do next. And I don't know what that means for your connection. I don't know if you guys are together or separated. It really could be either one. But I think either way, no matter the details of your connection, I think there's just a lot of confusion about life and about what to do next, about what's to come, what direction to go in. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. While I shuffle, you can just focus in on this connection and this person. Okay. So let's get the energy of the past of this connection for pile number 3. What is the past energy of this connection for pile number 3? Whoa, okay. Okay. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Death upright. I might get a clarifier for that. Can you clarify the past energy of this connection? Pile three's connection. Okay, we have the Wheel and the Queen of Cups. I'll keep them. Okay. Now, what is the present energy of pile three's connection? I didn't see that. Six of Cups reverse. And then 10 of Cups and the Fool. This is really bizarre. And then Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is strange. So I think in terms of your past, this definitely, okay, so we have two major arcanas. So this definitely seems like it was, or this has been a very divinely guided connection. I think that there was some kind of transition. Maybe both of you guys made big transitions in life or something like that. And that's what led you to each other. I think this connection has been very emotionally fulfilling. I think it has been very soft and very I'm seeing it as like very go with the flow. Like I'm not seeing it as being very serious, but I don't mean that in like a bad way. Like I think it's something where you guys are both on board because we do have like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse here. Like I think I don't know, like I think it was very unserious, but not in like a negative way. It was just like wholesome and like easy, I guess. But I do believe that this was some kind of divinely guided connection. And maybe it was serious. And if it did have more of a serious energy to it, I think it was more so that this connection came kind of out of nowhere. Like maybe you didn't expect to meet this person. Maybe whatever transition you had before meeting this person, you like, you didn't have any intention to like date or meet anyone, but it ended up happening anyways. But there's very much this energy of like just divinely guided. And I do feel like very wholesome vibes from this. And with the present energy, it's really weird because it's like the two of you here seem very confused and very lost and very like unsure of life and of things, but like your present energy of this connection is so beautiful. It's very much giving like I said, emotional fulfillment, wholesomeness, um forward movement into the future, and like taking leaps of faith towards each other, towards this connection, towards just romance in general. um and I think that this is something that is like very new for you. But I don't know, like I feel like all these cards, I mean obviously this is like a very, the vibe of this deck is very happy. But even with the happiness of the aesthetic of this deck, I still just get this feeling of like wholesomeness, like just so cute, so fun, so emotionally fulfilling. And like I think yes, that can be a little scary, a little unfamiliar. With the Six of Cups, it can feel, and with the Fool as well, it feels very new. It feels like, okay, I've never done this before. I didn't even originally ask to have this, and now it's here. And maybe that's why you both are feeling kind of confused, because maybe you've built up this life of like singleness or something, and now that's coming to crash down. And maybe your person has had similar feelings. um and so maybe that's why you guys feel kind of scared, and like you're a little blocked with knowing what happens next. But truly, this feels so beautiful. Like, it's really happy. And I know that sometimes when things are happy, it can be a bit scary, but sometimes you really do just have to make that leap and just trust. But let's see. We're going to pull some cards to see possible future outcomes. So let's see, what is a possible outcome if you decide to stay? And what is a possible outcome if you decide to move on? Let's get one more. Oh, okay. We got 4. I'm just going to take them. I feel like there's been a lot of, there's been so many cards coming out in all the readings. And I feel like I just need to take them. Okay. So if you decide to stay, yes, we have Strength and the Magician. If you decide to go, we have the Hierophant reverse, 8 of Cups, and Knight of Cups reverse, and 7 of Swords reverse. So actually, I'm going to start with if you decide to go. So if you decide to go, I do see you feeling very sad. And I think that you will be leaving behind a lot of emotions, a lot of beautiful memories. And I think that this will leave you feeling a bit sad because you're just going to be left with your own cup. And I think that I don't think that you would be being very true to your intuition if you decide to leave, because I think your intuition is telling you to stay, but I think that there is this sense of like I said, there's a sense of fear around wanting to stay. But I think that if you go, it might make you feel worse. I think if you decide to run away from this connection, it might make you feel worse than if you would have just stuck it out and dealt with your fear. Because I think that what you and this person share is so wholesome and is so beautiful that once you do leave, like, yes, you're not going to have to deal with that fear anymore, but you are going to have to deal with that loneliness of leaving behind all those good memories. And like, here's the thing, I know that heartbreak is really scary and the idea of being heartbroken is extremely scary, but like, at the end of the day, heartbreak is going to happen anyways. And I know that sounds very pessimistic, but I mean, I do see myself as a realist, and like, no matter what, hearts are meant to break. And I truly believe that because I have a really big heart and I feel things very deeply. And because of that, I've had to learn that, you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the rain without the sun. You know, you have to have both in order to appreciate both. And so, if I want to live life and feel love and enjoy all of the fruits that life has to offer, then that means I have to be okay with knowing that some days it's going to be harder to see the rainbow. Some days the fruits aren't going to be as sweet. Some days are going to be depressing and sad. Like, darkness exists in the world, and you know like, yes, dark times are hard, but they also help us to appreciate the beautiful times just as much or even more so. So I know that it is scary to like put your trust and faith in a connection because maybe you are scared of having your heart broken and you aren't used to this before, like used to having this kind of relationship. But it'll be so worth it because if you decide to stay, like, you'll feel so accomplished, first of all, with the Strength card. These are 2 major arcanas, first of all. And if you decide to stay, like, you're going to feel so accomplished. You're going to feel like you've tamed the beast. And the beast, in this sense, is your fear, this primal sense of fear, this fight or flight. You're going to know that you've tamed it and that you are stronger than your anxiety and then those and than those negative thoughts in your head. You're stronger than them, and that you're able to create the life that you want. You're more than capable of being able to create it and live it as well. And I think you're going to really be able to recognize your manifestation powers and just how tuned in and tapped in you are to the magic that surrounds us always. Because I do believe that you've manifested this connection in one way or another, whether it was consciously or subconsciously. And I think you're going to get a real appreciation for that ability if you decide to stay in this connection. So, my advice would be to stay. But once again, it's always up to you. You always have free will. You do not have to stay with this person if you do not want to. You can always leave. I'm just the messenger and just letting you know what I see on the cards. But yeah, I really see so much beauty for you here if you decide to stay with this person and stick it out and see the light in this very human experience, which is being in a relationship. And what is a relationship? It's relating to someone else, right? And it's a very human thing, it's a very animal thing because we are animals. We are social animals at the end of the day. And so, like, allow yourself to indulge in that and to enjoy that. So we're going to finish up with some angel messages to see how you can move forward. Oop, okay. Not me throwing all of the cards. Oh, let's take it. Okay. Oh my goodness. I feel like there are a lot for you because I kind of want to take this one too. It's funny because y'all are definitely very tapped into your spirit guides or what have you. And they obviously have a lot of messages for y'all because y'all got 4 cards. First of all, you got double oracle cards, and now you have double oracle cards at the end. Everybody else just got 2, but I digress. So we have reconsider, be assertive, and meditation brings answers, and no exclamation mark. So I'm not gonna lie, I think some of these answers are a bit personal to you. So it is up to you to use your own discernment and intuition when deciding how to interpret these. But yeah, I feel like your spirit guides, your angels, what have you, they're speaking directly to you here. Yeah, I don't know if you were looking for a yes or no answer, you got your no. If you're looking for more answers, meditate, connect with your guides. And I think for these 2 cards, I think whatever preconceived idea you may have had in your mind, they're asking you to change that, to reconsider, and to be bold in how you move forward. So that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and finish up your reading here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know down in the comments if this resonated for you. Any comments I get literally make my entire day. So please do that. You can also like and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading to get more answers, you can do that at the link in my description box. And I will see you next time in next week's video. Bye.